It's early. It's the earliest game of the year for Cal Lutheran football, but that does not mean a thing because the Kingsmen are looking to get their first win of the 2022 season right here at William Rolland Stadium. It's the Puget Sound Loggers and the Cal Lutheran Kingsmen. We're about ready to go. Loggers going to kick this one off. They elect to defer. Back deep for the Kingsmen, Dante Coxum. He was their return man last week. He was ready to go. We got a little bit of clouds and a lot of sky, about half and half. Logan Soforenko with you on the ICLU radio broadcast. We're ready to go. Coxum and company ready to receive it. It's a line drive kick that's fielded at the 20-yard line, right across the 35 and brought down at the 38-yard line. And the Kingsmen will have some good field position at the 34-yard line, I beg your pardon. And we're ready to roll. Nick Lasher and company, after a productive offensive day last Saturday night, are looking to get things started on the right foot. Cal Lutheran opened the game last week, stopping the offensive Chapman with a 4th and 1 stance, forcing a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line for Cal Lutheran. I formation for Nick Lasher, Isaiah Martin, the running back in the backfield. Lasher takes the snap. Fakes, drops back, looking for someone, airs it out towards the middle of the field. It's caught by Julio Angel at the 40-yard line inside Puget Sound territory, brought down at the 36-yard line. And that's how the game gets going here for the Kingsmen. A quick dart from Nick Lasher. Julio Angel with 2 games under his belt, 12 receptions for 189 yards with 1 touchdown, as the Kingsmen will set up 1st down and 10 from the Puget Sound 38-yard line. 14:30 to go here in quarter number 1. I formation again. Lasher takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin up the middle across the 35, tackled at the 34-yard line. Isaiah Martin, who had a hat trick last week, 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown in a game that went 42-41 in favor of Chapman. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 from the Puget Sound 35-yard line. Connor Matzke lined up in the near side. 3 receivers set. Lasher from the shotgun with Isaiah Martin in the backfield. Johnny Borjas, the receiver, lone receiver, far side. Angel comes in motion from right to left. Lasher takes the snap. Hands it off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin up the middle, bursting through, breaks a tackle, past the 30, 20, at the 15, by the sideline, pushed out of bounds, inside the 10-yard line at the 8. It's a 1st down for the Kingsmen. And they're looking to score right away. 13:33 to go here with the clock running in quarter number 1. And the Kingsmen are threatening. Kingsmen who enter today with 217 rush yards. And they're 7 for 9 in the red zone. 1st down and goal from the 8-yard line inside Puget Sound territory. Jaden Klein in the slot. Lasher takes the snap. Has time in the pocket, rolls to his right around the 20, looking for something, airs it out to the end zone. Dallas Martin makes the catch in the back of the end zone for a Kingsman touchdown. That didn't take long. It's 6-0 Cal Lutheran with 12:54 to go here in quarter number 1. Dallas Martin, who had 3 receiving touchdowns last week, gets his first one right away. And Daniel Burgos will line up for the point after try. Burgos was perfect in extra points last week. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. It's 7-0 Kingsmen. Well, that did not take long at all. Dallas Martin has his 4th receiving touchdown of the season. 12:54 to go, and the candy is being thrown. I almost got a Reese's, nearly got a Twix, and I've just been handed a peanut M&M's. So it's officially time for Kingsmen football at 11 a.m. Well, the Kingsmen enter today 0-2. Both of their games they lost by just 1 point. Puget Sound, they lost last week. Puget Sound and Cal Lutheran squared off last year It was Cal Lutheran's biggest comeback of the season last year. That was up in Washington. So Burgos will kick it off for the Kingsmen. Burgos is the main guy for all kicking duties for the Kingsmen. Punter, place kicker, and the kickoff man. Back deep is Jack Bonicato, right around the 10-yard line for the Loggers. Burgos winds up and kicks it up high in the air. It is fielded at the 6-yard line by Trevino Lewis. Lewis right around the 20. Flag is down, still going in the far sideline, past the 30, brought out of bounds at the 31-yard line. We'll see what the penalty marker is. And the Kingsmen are indicating that it might be on Puget Sound. And we'll see what it is. We'll let you know. But for right now, the Puget Sound Loggers will set up shop past the 30-yard line. A little bit of conversation here. I'd like to remind you that it is, in fact, daytime here at CLU. Clouds in the air. A little bit of sky. And a block in the back penalty on Puget Sound. And a personal foul on Cal Lutheran for offsetting penalties. Face mask call on Cal Lutheran, and Puget Sound with a block in the back. Puget Sound will set up shop. See where they officially mark them, and they actually elect to re-kick it, so. Due to the face mask call, that is, the severity of the penalty was more for Cal Lutheran, so Puget Sound will elect the Kingsmen to re-kick it. Jack Bonicato back deep with Trevino Lewis again. They're going to try and get just as much of a return, but when you have a block in the back on the far side, that means you're going to get more separation. 12:45 to go here in the first quarter. And Daniel Burgos going from 8 yards behind where the ball is set up at the 35-yard line of Cal Lutheran territory. And he's going to kick it off again. Up in the air, delivers a little bit of a longer kick than the previous one. Trevino Lewis fields it at the 2-yard line across the 10, coming to the far sideline across the 15. He's tackled at the 16-yard line. Great play there on the outside by Kashawn Charles. He was on the tackle for the Kingsmen. So perhaps the penalty helped the Kingsmen out a little bit, as the Loggers will set up shop at the 16-yard line for first down and 10. Mason Binning will be the quarterback for the Loggers. Mason Binning last week, 17 for 30 with 254 yards and 3 touchdowns with 1 interception. He'll line up under center. Here's the snap. Looking for a pass. He airs it out to the far side, and it is incomplete. So that'll bring up second down and 10. Austin Knight was in on the action. It's second down and 10. Clock does stop at 12:34. So 16 for Puget Sound. Well, Puget Sound, in their first game of the season, had 2 touchdowns with just 15 points. They were able to get 22 points last week, so a little more production from the Loggers. Binning from the shotgun this time with Silas Washington in the backfield. He takes the snap. Binning rolling to his left, firing a strike, and it is caught for a first down for the Loggers. Joe Gallagher right around the 30-yard line. Under 12 and a half to go here in quarter number 1. And they officially spotted at the 30-yard line. Joe Gallagher, the freshman from Seattle, Washington. 4 receivers set for the Loggers. And they do a little switch up at the end. Binning takes the snap. Washington with the carry. Across the 30, across the 35. Still going, marked down at around the 39-yard line. And that's going to be second down. And that's indeed where they'll mark him at the 39-yard line. Second down and 1, a pickup of 9 for Washington. And you can hear the chants of the Spirit and Dance team. And there they go again with audibles in the last minute, the Puget Sound Loggers. Binning hands it off. Washington is tackled for a loss of 1. And now to bring up 3rd down and 2, marked down at the 38-yard line with 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. And they officially rule it no gain, so it's 3rd down and 1. Lining up far side is Isaiah Durenz. So 3rd down and 1 from the 39-yard line. Kingsmen trying to make a stance. They made one last week on 3rd down and 1, eventually forcing a turnover on downs on 4th and 1. Binning takes the snap, hands it off. Washington up the middle. He gets the first down and more right around the 44-yard line. And that's a first down for the Loggers. And big play there from Sheehy Baker as he essentially threw one of the linemen to the ground of Puget Sound. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the Puget Sound 43-yard line. Puget Sound lining up with Austin Knight, the tight end in the slot. Austin Knight and Gerald Dezzuti, 2 tight ends. As Binning takes the snap, fakes to his right, rolls to his left, looking for something. He's got plenty of time on the far sideline, and he's just going to step out of bounds right at the 44. And great coverage in the secondary, great coverage in the flat, forces 2nd down and essentially 9 as Binning is marked out of bounds at the 44. Under 10 to go here in quarter number 1. Coming off is Justice Forbes, the senior from Valencia. So it's 2nd down and 9. Something that the Kingsmen have not seen this season is 2 tight ends running the same offense, and the Puget Sound Loggers like a lot of audibles. Binning under center, takes the snap, hands it off. Washington past the 45, right at midfield, and he's going to be marked at the 49-yard line of Puget Sound. It is not a first down. It will be 3rd down and 5. And another big stop here for the Kingsmen. Kingsmen 0-2 on the season, inching closer to SCIAC play. With 8:50 to go here in quarter number 1, they're trying to stop the Puget Sound Loggers, who are perfect for 3rd down thus far in this game. Another audible last minute. Binning lining up under center. 2 running backs in the backfield. Binning hands it off. Washington darts up the middle past midfield, and he is tackled right around the line of scrimmage. After grabbing a 2-yard gain, it's going to bring up 4th down and short with 8:20 to go. And we'll see if Puget Sound elects to go for it on 4th down. They entered last week's game against Lewis and Clark 2 for 6 on 4th down with a 33 percentage. 8 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Puget Sound electing to go for it on 4th down as they send their offense out. 13 seconds on the play clock. They could try and draw Cal Lutheran off sides. Mason Binning under center, 2 running backs in the backfield. Binning hands it off to Washington. Washington darts to the far sideline, and he is in there for a first down, tackled at the 40-yard line. And that's a first down for the Loggers. He is tackled at the Cal Lutheran 41. Different than the Cal Lutheran drive, this Puget Sound Loggers drive is taking a long time. 7:30 to go here in quarter number 1. Washington has been their man. Washington in week number 1, 23 rushes, 108 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 reception. So he is RB1. Binning from the shotgun with 4 receivers set, 3 on the far side, 2 on the near side. Isaiah Durenz is the running back in the near side. Binning takes the snap, drops back, looks for Durenz. He makes the catch at the 35, tackled out of bounds at the 32 inside Cal Lutheran territory. It's a pickup of 8. Osialu made the tackle for the Kingsmen. And the Loggers are taking their time marching down the field. And They're actually going to give the Puget Sound Loggers a first down. Got some initial yards after the catch and after the tackle. Under 6:45 to go here in quarter number 1. Binning looking to his bench. Gerald Dezzuti, the tight end. The motion man from left to right coming near side. Washington on the carry. Washington darts up the middle, and he is tackled at the 27-yard line. Penalty marker on the play. It came from the back official on the far sideline, and we'll see what they call. Over there was Jack Bonicato for Puget Sound. It's the second penalty today. And they're calling unnecessary roughness on Dalen Wilson of the Kingsmen. And that's going to put the Puget Sound Loggers inside the red zone. So they're at the 14-yard line inside Kingsmen territory, first down and 10. Approaching 6 minutes here in the first quarter. This quarter going by a lot faster than last week's match against Chapman. Silas Washington, the lone running back with 3 receivers set. Binning from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Washington. Washington darting on the far side, crossing the 15, crossing the 10, tackled around the 8-yard line. Brought down by the captain for the Kingsmen, Gabe Hernandez. But Washington has been their man today. Lining up on the far side as well, some receivers to look out for Puget Sound. Trevino Lewis, Liam Smith, Jack Powers, Isaiah Durenz. Durenz already has a catch for a first down for the Loggers. Washington in the backfield, 2 receivers set on the near side. Bonicato and Trevino Lewis set up. Binning takes the snap, hands it off to Washington. Washington up the middle across the 5 and in the end zone for a Loggers touchdown. It's now 7-6 pending the extra point with 5 minutes and 9 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Well, Washington, who had one coming into last week, gets another one right here. So now here is Everett on the PAT, the lefty kicker, trying to tie this game up. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. The hold was not a pretty one. The laces were actually facing Everett, but nevertheless, we are tied at 7 apiece. A little bit of a non-traditional way to start the game for Puget Sound. They took some time. Cal Lutheran wasted no time. Their drive took around 2 minutes. Alex Everett, the place kicker, usually wears 14, wearing 97 today. So 5:09 to go here in quarter number 1. 11 a.m. kickoff time here at William Rolland Stadium. So that drive took officially 7 minutes and 34 seconds for the Loggers to put 7 on the board. The Loggers hailing from Washington, a state where Cal Lutheran usually travels a lot to play their games, as Dalen Wilson and Dante Coxum are back deep, set up at the 5-yard line for the Kingsmen. Alex Everett ready to kick it off from the 35 inside Puget Sound territory. 5:09 to go here in the first quarter. Everett winds up, delivers the kick, sailing towards the end zone, and Dalen Wilson elects to make it a touchback. So it'll be first down and 10 from the Kingsmen 25-yard line. And that kick just kept on going, essentially. So Lasher and Cal Lutheran, they have to respond quickly. Johnny Borjas, Julio Angel, Jaden Klein, and Connor Matzke, the receivers, with Isaiah Martin in the backfield. Isaiah Martin with 3 touchdowns last week. Looking for his first one of the day today, but Kingsman got to work. Lasher from the shotgun. with 3 receivers set, takes the snap, hands it off to Martin. Martin up the middle across the 30, across the 35. Isaiah Martin breaks a tackle at midfield at the 45, inside Puget Sound territory, across the 30, far sideline, across the 15. Martin's going to go all the way for the touchdown. 75 yards. And the Kingsmen get the 6 right back. It's 13-7 with 4:55 to go here in quarter number 1. My goodness. And he just kept on going, breaking tackles as Burgos will line up for the PAT. Well, that didn't take much time. And everybody on their feet here at William Rolland Stadium. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. Burgos remains perfect here at William Rolland Stadium. So it's now 14-7 with 4:55 to go here in quarter number 1. And we talked about a drive for Puget Sound that took 7 minutes and 34 seconds. This drive for the Kingsmen took 9 seconds. My goodness. So 4:55 to go, and Daniel Burgos, who was busy last week, is going to have to remain busy today. Talked about him being perfect on extra points last week. So Trevino Lewis and Jack Bonacato have been the tandem of kick return men for the Loggers, and that's where they'll line up right around the 10-yard line. Burgos. Overcast day here at William Rolland Stadium. A little bit of wind coming in as Burgos winds up, delivers the kick right at the 5-yard line, fielded by Bonacato across the 10, 15. Down the far sideline, takes a big hit, breaks the tackle, still around the 15-yard line, tackled at the 17. Bonacato took a big hit, but the Loggers are pinned inside the 20. Well, the Kingsmen, their defense made a stance last week, but their defense has allowed 74 points. They had their first interception last week. Jelani Blade made the INT. They had 2 fumble recoveries. That was in matchup number 1 in Texas, a game in which they lost in a 2-point conversion. But Mason Binning, who led the Loggers to 6 in the last drive, takes the snap under center. Washington is tackled for a loss. Right inside the 15-yard line at the 13. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 15. And Gabe Hernandez jogging off the field like he made the tackle. First tackle for loss of the day for the Kingsmen defense. 4:20 to go here in quarter number 1 with the clock running. So 2nd down and 13, the official mark for Binning and the Puget Sound Loggers. Binning takes the snap, airs one out, far side, pass caught by Gallagher. Gallagher makes a cut inside the 20, tackled at the 21-yard line, officially marked at the 20, officially at the 21. Caldwell made the tackle for the Kingsmen, the inside linebacker. 2 games played for the Kingsmen. That is his 2nd tackle on the season. Under 4 minutes to play, 3:45 officially. Washington in the backfield for the Loggers. Bonacato lined up near side. One-on-one was Zacarias Muhammad. Binning takes the snap, drops back, airs one out, near sideline, and the pass is through the wickets of Joe Gallagher and incomplete. That's going to bring 3rd down and 7, making it 4th down and 7, and the Loggers will elect to punt. Big stance there for the Kingsmen. So Everett will get ready to punt for the Loggers. Back deep for the Kingsmen, Dante Coxum. Dante Coxum had a near house call on a kick return last week, but he got tripped up inside the 20. Kingsmen eventually did score on that drive that opened up the second half. 3:22 to go here in quarter number 1. Here's the snap. The punt. Sailing at the 30-yard line. Coxum backing up, makes the field. Jukes out a man. 25 makes a cut across the 35, tackled at the 38-yard line. He made something out of nothing there as that just kept on going, the punt. So it's going to be first down and 10 with 3:09 to go here in quarter number 1. First down and 10 from the Cal Lutheran 37. Well, if this is anything like the last drive, the Kingsmen are putting a lot of pressure on the Loggers. And a penalty marker on the play. So a face mask call called on Puget Sound. And that's going to push Cal Lutheran up even more into Puget Sound territory inside the Logger 48-yard line. Tyler Shimamura on for the Kingsmen. He's lined up in the far side. Shimamura does have a touchdown reception on the season. Kenneth Stewart lined up near side, taking his first snaps of the day. Lasher takes the snap, throws one right side. Shimamura makes the catch across the 40, down the sideline, tackled out of bounds inside the 35-yard line, officially at the 32. It's a first down for the Kingsmen with 3:03 to go here in quarter number 1. Shimamura's first reception of the day, and you can hear it with the fans, the first down. 32-yard lines where the Kingsmen set up under 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Lasher with Isaiah Martin in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin up the middle, past the 30, losing his balance inside the 30, officially at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Under 2.5 to go in quarter number 1. So second down and 6 for the Kingsmen. Kenneth Stewart and Tyson Lundring set up in the near side with Shimamura to the right of the right tackle Ryan Kircher. Lasher from the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin up the middle, past the 30, and he's right at the 26-yard line. Gain of about 3. And that's going to make it third down and short. Third down and about 4. So Dallas Martin back on the field for the Kingsmen. He's lined up near side. Stanley Asieg with a tight end lines up behind Ryan Kircher and Caleb Alalam. Alalam, the freshman. Lasher takes the snap, hand off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin up the middle, trying to get across the 25. He is tackled right around the line of scrimmage. After picking up a yard, he is marked at the 25-yard line. Jimenez made the stop for the Loggers. And the Kingsmen will elect to go for it for fourth down and 4. Kingsmen were successful on fourth down last week. Dallas Martin lined up near side with Julio Angel. Shimamura far side to the right of Ryan Kircher. Isaiah Martin, the running back, in the backfield. Lasher under shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, rolling to his right, pocket collapsing. He takes it himself across the 30, he picks up the first down and steps out of bounds at the 22-yard line. The Kingsmen pick up the first down. Lasher officially marked out of bounds at the 21-yard line with the clock running under 40 seconds to go, and the Kingsmen can elect to wind down the clock with about a 3-second difference or a 4-second difference between play clock and game clock. There's a first down for the Kingsmen. Fans turning out here for an 11 a.m. kickoff here at William Rolland Stadium. 12 seconds to go, winding down, 10 seconds to go. Kingsmen want to run a play. Lasher sending a man in motion. Lasher takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin breaks a tackle, but he is tackled for a loss. Tackled by Quinn Williamson, and that's going to send us to the end of the first quarter. Cal Lutheran on top, 14-7. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to CLU Football on ICLU Radio, your campus station. Back here in quarter number 2 at William Rolland Stadium, Logan Soforenko taking you through the action here on ICLU Radio. Kingsmen, they're threatening again. They were just tackled for a loss. Nick Lasher in the shotgun with Isaiah Martin in the backfield. 2nd down and 11 from the 22-yard line inside Puget Sound territory. Dallas Martin lined up near side. The Kingsmen moving from the left side of the field to the right side of the field here in quarter number 2. First play of the quarter. Lasher in the shotgun. Motion man is Juwan Thomas. Jaden Klein dancing around. Lasher takes the snap, drops back. Lasher airs one out. Thomas makes the catch inside the 15, fighting to break some tackles off, and he's able to get right around the 15-yard line. Juwan Thomas, who did not see the field last week, is active today, and he picks up some yards. He's going to make it 3rd down and 4 from the 15-yard line for the Kingsmen. Kingsmen are in field goal range. Talked about Daniel Burgos. He is perfect on PATs via way of the extra point. 2 receivers set for the Kingsmen. Jaden Klein, the sophomore tight end, lining up behind his counterpart, Stanley Asiegbu, the other Kingsman tight end. Lasher takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin tried to go up the middle, but he's tackled for a loss at the 17-yard line for a loss of 2. It's going to bring up 4th down and 6. So we'll see what the Kingsmen elect to do. They already have a 4th down conversion here on this drive. It was a Nick Lasher QB keep that set them up for this drive. So it's 4th down and 6, and lining up in the near side for the first time this season is Cam Jones. 4th down and 6. 4 receivers set. Martin in the backfield behind Nick Lasher. Lasher in the shotgun. Sends Jaden Klein in motion from left to right. Lasher takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming. Airs one out to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete, intended for Dallas Martin. So the 4th down conversion is no good. Alex Meadowcroft broke up the pass, and the Loggers will take over on downs at the 17-yard line. And the fact that Lasher even got a pass off with 2 men collapsing him is impressive, but no dice. The Loggers take over. So 13:27 to go here in quarter number 2. 14-7 the score. Mason Binning in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Airs one out, right side. Pass complete. Isaiah Gerens pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So it's going to be for 2nd down and 5. Dalen Wilson made the tackle for the Kingsmen. 13:20 to go, running clock here in quarter number 2. So it's 2nd down and 6 officially. Mason Binning with 3 receivers set. There's the audible again. Bonacato, the receiver near side. Trevino Lewis next to him. Binning takes the snap, hands it off to Washington. Washington breaks a tackle. Washington dancing around, heading to the far sideline. at the 25, tackled at the 27-yard line. And he was almost tackled for loss, but instead he picks up what could be a first down, and they indeed mark it a first down right around the marker. First down and 10 from the 27-yard line inside Puget Sound territory. 12:30 to go here in quarter number 2. Washington, the lone running back with Binning. Binning takes the snap, hands it off to Washington. Washington breaks a tackle. Washington trying to go up the middle, and he picked up 2 yards, tackled at the 30-yard line. Be second down and a couple. So Kashawn Charles made the tackle, and it's good to see Jackson White on the field for the Kingsmen, making his season debut. Jackson White, the junior from Crespi Carmelite High School in Encino, California, suffered an ACL injury last year. Second down and 7. Binning. 1 running back in the backfield, 3 receivers set. Hand off to Washington. Up the middle, makes a cut to the near sideline. Right by the hash mark, tackled at the 36-yard line. Under 11.5 to go here in quarter number 2. Jelani Blade made the tackle, and it's third down and 1 for the Loggers. So at the 36-yard line, the Kingsmen are trying to stop the Loggers, get a tackle for loss. They have 1 of those today. That happened late in the first quarter. The Kingsmen wearing their yellow pants, their gold pants, and their purple unis up top. The Puget Sound Loggers in their whites and maroons. White up top, maroon down low. Binning takes the snap. Washington on the carry. Washington trying to fight for the first down. And we'll see if they give it to him right at the 37-yard line, and they indeed rule it a first down. And the Kingsmen defense thought they had a stop there. Indeed, they don't. So it's first down and 10 from the 37. 10.5 to go here in quarter number 2. Binning in the huddle, breaks it up. Clock running here. Here at William Rolland Stadium, the Spirit team on the left side of the stadium and the dance team on the right side of the stadium. Binning takes the snap, drops back, fakes to his left, throws to his left, airing it out for Jerens, and Jerens can't make the catch. It's in and out of his gloves. Penalty marker on the field from the near side. It was tossed right around the 45-yard line of Puget Sound territory. A lot of penalties on the field in today's game. Very different than last week's game against Chapman. And it's defensive holding. So it's an automatic first down for the Loggers. So it'll be first down and 10 from the Puget Sound 47-yard line with 10:04 to go. 14-7 the score. And it is officially overcast. Not much sun here at William Rolland Stadium. Binning takes the snap. Pocket collapsing, steps up across the 45. Floater out of bounds, incomplete. And it'll be second down and 10. That's the first incompletion we've seen that's been fairly obvious for Puget Sound. The first attempt they've seen where they actually threw it away. So second down and 10. And the Puget Sound Loggers break up from their huddle. Lining up on the far side is Bonicato with Jerens. Jerens located on the near side. Trevino Lewis with Bonicato. Binning takes the snap, handoff. Washington trying to make a cut to the far sideline, across midfield, across the 45, across the 30, inside Kingsman territory, and he takes a big hit, and there's a flag for it. Right around the 28-yard line, Dalen Wilson was on the hit, and we'll see if they give Wilson the flag for the hit out of bounds. And we await the call. So they did not give an official number, but Dalen Wilson was on the tackle, so in all likelihood would be on him. So it's half the distance to the goal from the first down marker. So the Loggers are now inside the red zone at the 15-yard line with 9:40 to go here in the second quarter. Three receivers set, two tight ends on for the Loggers. Washington in the backfield. Binning takes the snap. Washington on the carry, up the middle, inside the 10, and he is tackled at the 7-yard line. So it's a gain of 6, and the Kingsmen have an injured player. We'll step aside for an injured player. You're listening to ICLU Radio, your campus station, home of CLU football. Back at William Rolland Stadium, Shane Caldwell, the injured Kingsman. Matt Flynn, who started this game, comes back on. The inside linebacker, 2nd down and 4 from the 8-yard line. Binning in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He takes the snap. Washington up the middle, across the 5, across the goal line, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. It's now 14-13 pending the extra point. And the Loggers, with some penalty yards, take advantage and cash in for 6. So the Loggers could tie the game up right here. Well, the thing is with the Loggers, they've taken their time scoring. The Kingsmen haven't necessarily. That 4th down conversion, as the kick is a fake. Look at this. Inside the 10, the Loggers floated to the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. So it's 14-13 as they try to get creative. If that was in the end zone for a score, it would have been a 2-point conversion. Connor Ridenour was the holder, and he nearly converted it for 2. But the pass was nowhere near any of the receivers. So it's 14-13, and Sami, if you heard that one before, the Kingsmen seeing some 2-point conversion action on the season. Saw it in week number 1, saw it in week number 2 last week. So now the Kingsmen have to answer with 8:50 to go here in quarter number 2. The wind blowing from the left side of the field to the right side of the field, with the clouds moving from the southwest side. Stands starting to fill up for an 11 a.m. kickoff. Everett back to kick for the Loggers. Dante Coxum and Dalen Wilson back deep. And here's the kick. Line driver Coxum fields it at the 6, across the 10, up the middle, far side hash mark, across the 20, still going, breaks a tackle inside the 30-yard line where he is tackled at the 31. Dante Coxum has provided some solid runs in the kick return role for the Kingsmen. So 1st down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Ball set up on the far hash mark, the left side hash mark for the Kingsmen. 14-13 the score, 8:42 to go here in quarter number 2. Lasher with 3 receivers set. Matsky, Angel, and Borjas. Isaiah Martin, the lone running back. Jaden Klein, the tight end, comes in motion from left to right. Lasher takes the snap, fakes to his left, rolls to his right, fires for Klein, who makes the catch at the 40-yard line, across the 45, and takes a big hit, but it's a Kingsman 1st down. 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line, still in CLU territory with 8:30 to go here in quarter number 2. Stanley Asiegbu, the tight end, comes back on for the Kingsmen. Asiegbu does have a touchdown reception this year, just 3 receptions for 84 yards. He lines up next to Ryan Kircher, the right tackle. One receiver near side, Johnny Borjas. Lasher from the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back. Lasher airs one out, looking for Asiegbu, who makes the catch inside the 30, inside the 25, tackled at the 22-yard line. Big completion there for Nick Lasher to Stanley Asiegbu as a penalty marker is on the field from the backfield. And it is roughing the passer. Another first down for the Kingsmen. And Lasher did take a big hit, under 8 to go here in quarter number 2. So it was roughing the passer. Nick Lasher gets some support from the officials as the Kingsmen will set up shop inside the red zone at the 12-yard line of Puget Sound territory. So the Kingsmen inside the red zone. Isaiah Martin in the backfield. Dallas Martin lined up near side. Lasher takes the snap, hands it off. Isaiah Martin up the middle, across the 10, and he is tackled at the 8-yard line for a pickup of 4. Max Arneckley on the tackle for Puget Sound. Coming back on the field for the Kingsmen is Jawan Thomas, the senior wide receiver. They officially rule it a gain of 3, so second down and 7 from the 9-yard line. Asiegbu, the tight end, lined up behind the right tackle Ryan Kircher. Dallas Martin lined up in the near side. Asiegbu, the motion man, from right to left. Lasher takes the snap, drops back, airs one to Jawan Thomas, trying to get to the end zone, and he is inside the 5-yard line. And we'll see where they officially mark him. They mark him at the 2-yard line. It's officially a first down for the Kingsmen. Or correction, it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Jawan Thomas tried to break some tackles, but he could not do it. So 3rd down and 1 from the 3-yard line. The Kingsmen trying to get back to their red zone ways. They came up empty the last time they were in the red zone. 3rd down and 1. Lasher in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin is met up the middle. Did he get enough for the first down? It looks like he did not. And it indeed is 4th down. Tackle made by Isaiah Williams. So it's 4th down and 1 in the red zone. So officially 4th down and 2. As the Kingsmen are going for it on 4th down again. 2 receivers set, both tight ends on the field for the Kingsmen. Lasher in the shotgun, Klein, the motion man, comes into the backfield. Lasher takes the snap, rolls to his right. Lasher keeps himself, stepping across the 10, firing for the end zone. Pass is broken up. And again, the Loggers inside the red zone on 4th down break up a pass from Nick Lasher. So the Loggers will take over with 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the second quarter. So not only are the Kingsmen 0 for 2 on 4th down in the red zone, they're now 1 for 3 in the red zone. So the Loggers will set up shop from the 4-yard line. Jaden Klein came in the motion and acted in the role of a blocker to perhaps deke the defense for Isaiah Martin going up the middle, but no dice. Binning with 1 running back in the backfield, Washington, who has been his man today. Binning, who is lined up essentially in his own end zone, takes the snap, drops back, looking for something, still in the end zone, rolling to his left. Good ball. The pass is hauled in by Jack Powers at the 15-yard line. And it is a first down for the Loggers with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Binning rolling to his left. Jack Powers makes his first catch of the day. Jack Powers, the senior from Edwards, Colorado, went to Vail Christian. Under 4:45 to go here in quarter number 2. More do-si-doing for the Loggers as they do more audibles. One running back in the backfield, Minning from the shotgun, takes the snap, handoff to Washington, up the middle. He is tripped up. Nice tackle there by Jacob Murillo. So it's a pickup of 2 for the Loggers, 2nd down and 8. Under 4.5 to play. So the Kingsmen trying to pin the Loggers deep in their own zone. Something that Chapman didn't do last week was punt. The Loggers did punt today. They punted in the first quarter. 4 minutes to go, clock running. 15 seconds on the play clock. Binning from the shotgun, takes the snap, launches it to Powers, who can't make the catch. It was right at his letters, but he dropped the ball. And that brings up 3rd down and long for the Loggers. Seen a couple of those today, just intended for receivers, and they just couldn't make the catch. And that time it was a strike. It was a good ball. So it's 3rd down and 8 from the Loggers' 17-yard line. Gabe Hernandez comes back on the field for the Kingsmen. Rafael Navarro goes to the sideline. Randall Vogt lined up as the outside linebacker. 4 receivers set. Binning from the shotgun takes the snap. Little dump pass to Washington up the 15. Still going. Tackled at the 20-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. Devin Gooseby was in on the action for the Kingsmen. Muhammad was there as well, and the Loggers are going to punt with under 3.5 to go here in quarter number 2. So 4th down and 5 as the Loggers will look to kick it back to Cam Jones. Spiral punt to Cam Jones. Jones fields it at the 40 by the near sideline, makes a spin move, trying to go to the outside, makes a cut, backing up by the 35, gets back to the 40, and he is tackled at the 38-yard line, tackled out of bounds. Cam Jones' first punt return of the season. Under 3 to go. Isaiah Williams on the tackle for the Loggers. 2:56 to go here in quarter number 2. So the Kingsmen will perhaps look to get some sort of scoring before the halftime break. The Loggers did kick to start this game, so the Kingsmen will have to kick off in the start of the second half. 3 receivers set for the Kingsmen. Lasher in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin, who darts his way inside the 35, tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 2, be 2nd down and 8. 2:40 to go here in quarter number 2. 14-13 the score. Cal Lutheran on top. Puget Sound has the 13 via a missed 2-point conversion where they tried to fake a PAT in the way of an extra point. Tried to kick one off, but they faked it. Lasher takes the snap, fakes to Isaiah Martin. Lasher drops back, airs one out for Shimamura, and he can't make the catch one-handed. He was at the 42-yard line of Puget Sound territory, but he dropped the ball. 3rd down and 8 with 2:16 to go. Clock stopped here in the second quarter. Very similar to the Dallas Martin 2-point conversion last week where he tried to one-hand it, but he could not corral it, and the Kingsmen fell by 1. Some sun starting to shine here on William Rolland Stadium. Tyson Lundring on the field now for the Kingsmen, the junior from Newbury Park, lined up far side. Lasher in the shotgun on 3rd down and 8, takes the snap, drops back, he has time, airs one out to the near sideline. Shimamura makes the catch at the 45-yard line, breaks a tackle, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Kingsmen! Shimamura! And it's now 20-13 pending the extra point with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go here in quarter number 2.
Hey, ref, why wasn't that a late hit?
And you can hear it from the crowd. Shimamura was tackled about a yard deep in the end zone after beating his man. So Daniel Burgos will look to make this 21-13 and make it an 8-point lead for the Kingsmen. Steps back, ready to kick. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. It goes over the protective netting behind the uprights, and it's now 21-13 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And I already have some peanut butter M&Ms. I want some more candy. Big tradition here at CLU, the candy that gets thrown after a touchdown for the Kingsmen. I'm sitting next to one of the broadcasters for CLU, Sammy Fawn, who I'm trying to get him some candy too. But the candy man making his way to the left side of the field. The Kingsmen radio broadcast setup just adjacent to the real press box. We're outside with all the fans. So 21-13 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Daniel Burgos, the busy man he is, will kick this one away with Bonacato back deep to receive for the Loggers. He's back with Jake Ilurity. So Burgos points to both sides of his special teams unit and delivers the kickoff. Sails to the end zone. It is fielded by Trevino Lewis, and he elects to let that thing go out for a touchback. 2 minutes, 4 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. So the Puget Sound Loggers will set up shop from the 25-yard line of their own territory. And the Kingsmen, despite having an 8-point lead, are 0 for 2 for fourth down inside the red zone. 2 of their touchdowns came from their own end of the field, an Isaiah Martin touchdown and a Tyler Shimamura touchdown. Shimamura gets his second touchdown of the year. 3 receivers set for the Loggers. The Loggers with their white jerseys and their maroon pants. Binning from the shotgun, takes the snap, airs one out, right side, and it is incomplete. He overshot his man Isaiah Jorenz right by the far sideline at the 46. Second down and 10. 1 minute, 59 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Kingsmen will kick off in the start of the second half. Something they have not done here at William Rolland Stadium. Binning with Silas Washington in the backfield. Binning takes the snap, hand off to Washington. Washington up the middle across the 25, past the 30. He is tackled at the 34-yard line. Be third down and 1. They're marking him short of the first down marker. 1:45 to go here in quarter number 2. The Loggers, they're working fast. They have their play. 3 receivers set. Binning takes the snap. Washington up the middle, trying to make a cut to the far sideline, and he is tackled for a loss. Randall Vogt was there on the tackle. And we'll see if the Kingsmen take a timeout with 1:27 to go. And indeed, they will. So it's the first timeout of the half for the Kingsmen with 1:27 to go, 21-13 the score. We'll step aside. Kingsmen on top, 21-13, as the Loggers have 4th and 1. You're listening to CLU Football on ICLU Radio, your campus station.
For the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on 2 separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound, impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Fourth down and 1 for the Loggers out of the timeout. 1:27 to go here in quarter number 2. Logan Soforenko with you on the ICLU radio broadcast. And the Loggers elect to go for it on 4th down. They have a 4th down conversion already today. They do a little audible. Binning under center, takes the snap. Washington up the middle, and he is at the 40-yard line for a Loggers first down. So it's A first down for the Loggers at the 39-yard line with under a minute and 20 to go. The Loggers moving fast. And Binning is tackled right around the 42-yard line as he kept it himself. Devin Gooseby was there on the tackle, and the Loggers take a timeout. We'll step aside for the timeout. Back here at William Rolland Stadium, while we were away, an illegal substitution for the Kingsmen makes it first down and 5 for the Loggers, so nullify that previous play. First down and 5 with a minute and 5 to go on the clock. Jackson White and Dalen Wilson tried to get off the field. One running back in the backfield for the Loggers, 4 receivers set. Binning drops back, takes the snap, airs one to Washington. Washington makes the catch at midfield, makes a cut inside the 45-yard line where he'll go down for another first down. The Loggers with 1 timeout remaining elect not to use it. Jelani Blade on the tackle for the Kingsmen. First down and 5 from the 45-yard line of Cal Lutheran territory. Binning in the shotgun, takes the snap, trying to look for something. Pocket collapsing, throws one to the right side, and absolutely nobody was there. And perhaps maybe some intentional grounding, but Binning was outside the hash marks, and the officials may actually talk about this one because there was no receiver in the area of the intended pass. So it's no intentional grounding. Zacharias Muhammad was in there. That was the intended receiver, but he's wearing the different jersey, so that wouldn't make much sense. So it's second down and 10. Clock stopped, 45 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Binning takes the snap, drops back, rolls to his right, over midfield, firing. It is caught. Big hit there. Trevino Lewis makes the catch. It's a first down for the Loggers inside the 30-yard line, marked at the 26. And the Kingsmen are trying to get back on this hurry-up offense because the Loggers are moving fast. Binning takes the snap, and it's going to be a false start on the Loggers. We're going to see if they actually call the timeout before the flag. They did not. So it's a false start, 5-yard penalty, and Puget Sound takes their last timeout. We'll step aside for the timeout. You're listening to CLU Football on ICLU Radio, your campus station. Back here at William Rolland Stadium, first down and 15 for Puget Sound at Cal Lutheran's 33-yard line. 29 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. And a whistle. Waiting to see what the official call is. Not necessarily sure what the whistle is for. Seeing in the backfield, Jelani Blade giving Dalen Wilson a towel back in the secondary. But nevertheless, 29 seconds to go. Binning from the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back from the 40. Airs one out across the field. Pass is broken up. 2 flags come in. It was intended for Trevino Lewis. On the coverage was Gabe Hernandez, and Gabe Hernandez is going to get called for a pass interference right here. Flag came in from the near side and in the secondary. So it will be a defensive pass interference with 24 seconds to go, and Boy, something completely different than last week. There have been so many penalties today. So the ball's going to be placed at the spot of the pass interference call. 24 seconds to go here in quarter number 2, 21-13 the score. So the Loggers with first down and 10 from the 24-yard line. 4 receivers set, 1 near side, 3 far. Joe Gallagher back on the field. Trevino Lewis has no idea where he's going as he officially lines up to the right guard, Caleb Sawatoa. Binning, with the play clock expiring, takes the snap, airs one, pass is caught by Jarens inside the 10. Clock is running, and the Loggers are moving fast. And the clock is stopped. Why is the clock stopped? And officially starts running. And the Loggers elect to spike the ball with 13 to go. And you can see on our end, the Loggers coaching staff pleading with the official far side. So it's second down and goal with 13 seconds as the Kingsmen will try and make the stop here. Justice Forbes comes back on the field for the Kingsmen, the nose guard. So second and goal from the 8-yard line. Be huge for the Kingsmen to get a big stop right here. Kingsmen defense wanted perhaps a delay of game on the previous first down play in which Isaiah Jarens made the catch for a first down. Binning from the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming, fires for the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Isaiah Jarens. It's now 19-21. Pending the PAT, we'll see what they go for here. 10 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. And the Loggers are indicating that they're going to stay on the field and go for 2 here to perhaps tie this game up. And indeed they will. 3 receivers on the far side. Binning trying to tie this game. Silas Washington in the backfield with him. And a timeout has been taken. We'll step aside for the timeout. Back here at William Rolland Stadium, Puget Sound just took a timeout after scoring 6, and they're going for 2, trying to tie this game up. 19-21 the score. Cal Lutheran with an electrifying touchdown in the previous drive. And Puget Sound just marching down the field, trying to tie this game. Motion man from left to right is Joe Gallagher. Binning takes the snap. Binning with pressure coming. Flynn to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Pass is dropped. It was intended for Trevino Lewis, so the 2-point conversion is no good. So with 10 seconds to go in the second quarter, it's 19-21, Cal Lutheran on top. And we'll see if the Kingsmen elect to run some plays. They do have quite some timeouts left. They have 2 timeouts left. More sun coming over from the left side of the field as the Loggers will kick off to the Kingsmen. So now Dallas Martin and Dante Coxum are back deep to receive the kick for the Kingsmen. And it's a little squib kick that rolls to the 30-yard line, and fielding it and going out of bounds is Pete Mitchell right at the 35-yard line. 9 seconds ago here in quarter number 2. We'll see if Anthony Lugo and company elect to run a play. The offense takes their time usually getting on the field from the near side. So first down and 10 from the 37-yard line. And Lasher, for the first time that we've seen at William Rolland Stadium, is going to line up under center, something we haven't seen at all, and that usually means he's going to take a knee, and indeed he will. We go to halftime. Cal Lutheran on top, 21-19 over Puget Sound. Third quarter coming up soon. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to CLU Football on ICLU Radio, your campus station. Third down and goal. Klein comes in motion again from the far side. Lasher takes the snap, drops back, looking. He's got Martin. Martin makes the catch. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. Cal Lutheran responds. It's captain to captain. A 2-yard touchdown pass. Motion man is Stanley Asiegbu as Lasher takes the snap, looking. Touchdown! Dallas Martin's first touchdown as a Cal Lutheran Kingsman. Two receivers set near side. Jaden Klein, the motion man, comes behind his lineman as Lasher takes the snap, hands it off to Martin up the middle. He's in the end zone for a touchdown. And Cal Lutheran answers right back with 13:23 to go here in quarter number 3. Isaiah Martin, his second touchdown of the day. Martin comes in motion from the far side. Lasher takes the snap, rolls to his right, firing for the end zone. Dallas Martin makes the catch. Touchdown, Cal Lutheran. Dallas Martin's second touchdown reception of the day. Here's the snap. Lasher hands it off. Martin diving for the end zone, and he is in, up the middle. And the Kingsmen get their 6th. Martin has his third touchdown of the day. And another big PAT coming off the leg of Daniel Burgos. Receiver formation from left to right. Dallas Martin, Julio Angel, Jaden Klein, and Johnny Borjas. Isaiah Martin, the lone running back. Lasher drops back, looking for the end zone. Dallas Martin pulls it in. He makes the catch at the 2-yard line and goes to the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, man! Dallas Martin sends William Rolland into a frenzy. And you want some craziness? Cal Lutheran is signaling that they're going to go for 2. Want to have a show on ICLU Radio? DM ICLU Radio on Instagram for more information on how you can have your own show and join the ICLU Radio Club. That's ICLU Radio on Instagram. Welcome to the first ever ICLU Radio broadcast of Cal Lutheran football. ICLU Radio will be producing radio broadcasts for all the home games right here on the ICLU Radio YouTube channel. The games will be delivered as an audio-only broadcast to enhance the radio experience. If you are interested in getting involved, contact Logan Soforenko at lsoforenko@callutheran.edu. Thanks for the support, and Cal Lutheran Media Services is the proud home of Cal Lutheran Athletics. Every home game for every sport is produced by Cal Lutheran Media Services. For all home and away live streams, tune in at clusports.com and click the Watch Live Stream button. Even though the away broadcasts may not be produced by Cal Lutheran Media Services, you can access them by going to clusports.com and clicking the Watch Live Stream button.
someone you are with someone you are with babe
Espinoza takes the snap. He's got time. Not much, though. Pocket collapsing. Espinoza looking. Pass is intercepted. It's picked off by Jelani Blade. There's the first interception of the season for the Kingsmen.
We are here in quarter number 3. Half number 2, 21-19 the score. Cal Lutheran on top over Puget Sound. Logan Soforenko taking it through the action. Cal Lutheran kicking here from the right side of the field to the left side of the field. The sun officially starting to creep more and more onto William Rolland Stadium. And this has been a very interesting game when it comes to fourth down conversions, red zone, penalties. Been a lot of penalties today. Cal Lutheran 53 yards on penalties. Puget Sound 32. It's a completely different trend than last week. Burgos ready to deliver the kick as he steps over to his left, plants his back foot, which is in fact his kicking leg, puts his hand up in the air, winds up and delivers the kick. It's a beauty. Back deep is Bonacato, and he lets it hit the end zone for a touchback, and I think kind of danced on the end zone line, the goal line I should say, for a couple of seconds. So it'll be first down and 10 from the 25-yard line for Puget Sound. Mason Binning on for some work. 10 for 17 today, 100 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception last week. Silas Washington has been the main rusher for the Loggers, 110 yards with 2 touchdowns. And he is in the backfield with Binning. 3 receivers set. Lining up on the near side is Isaiah Gerens. Binning takes the snap, handoff to Washington, up the middle. Tackled at the 39-yard line for a pickup of 4. Second down and 6. Kashawn Charles made the tackle. Kashawn Charles, who entered today with 3 total tackles, 2 assists, 1 solo. Also had a tackle for loss last week against Chapman. 14:30 to go. Quarter number 3 here in week number 3 for the Kingsmen. Binning in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, looks to his right, throws to his left. The pass is caught by Trevino Lewis at the 32-yard line. It'll be third down and short, be third down and 2. And it was interesting because Binning initially looked to his right to the near sideline where Isaiah Gerens was, but elected to go to Trevino Lewis on the far sideline. So the ball is placed at the left hash mark towards the far side. Third down and 2 with 13:50 to go here in quarter number 3. Ball at the 33-yard line. Binning from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Washington on the carry, up the middle, and he gets the first down. He is stopped at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and that's first down and 10 for the Loggers with under 13.5 to go here in quarter number 3. Well, other than Washington, Mason Binning only has 3 rushing yards. They've only gone to Washington in the backfield. More motions, 3 tight ends for the Loggers. Binning in the shotgun. No receivers in the slot or the wideout. Binning takes the snap, hands it off to Washington. Washington darts up the middle across the 40 at the 42-yard line, and one line judge says 42, other says 43. It's a solid first down pickup. The second down and about 4 for the Loggers. They officially mark it at the 43-yard line in between both hash marks. Sun starting to creep more and more on to William Rolland Stadium's field. An 11 a.m. kickoff today, the earliest of the season for the Kingsmen. Binning from the shotgun, Washington in motion, comes back, takes the handoff, up the middle, darting towards the far hash mark, and he is tackled at the 45-yard line. Be third down and short with 12 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Third down and 2 officially from the 45 inside Puget Sound territory. Well, you can hear it from the crowd. The Kingsmen having a real difficult time tackling the run. They allowed 133 rush yards coming into today, 355 pass yards per game. 133 per game, I should say. Third down and 2. Washington behind Binning. Binning takes the snap, hand off to Washington. Far side trying to break a tackle. He cannot. Devin Gooseby was there. And we'll see if it's fourth down. Indeed it is. So it'll be fourth down and short from the 46-yard line. It'll be fourth down and 1. Well, fourth down completions and conversions have been a big thing today.
Fourth down, 1 yard to go at the 46-yard line.
Puget Sound 2 for 2 on fourth down with 100% efficacy. And they leave their offense on the field with under 11 to go. Fourth down and 1 from the 46-yard line. Binning under center. Tight ends doing the audible and the do-si-do again. Binning takes the snap, handoff. Washington up the middle, trying to get the first down, and indeed he does. He gets to the 48-yard line, and they're going to move the chains for a first down. The Loggers are perfect on fourth down today. So they officially mark him at the 49-yard line for first down and 10. The Loggers threatening to get into Cal Lutheran territory, right around the CLU logo at midfield. Under 10.5 to go, 10:20 to go here in quarter number 3. Mason Binning does have 1 touchdown pass today, but 104 yards of passing, which is, remember from last week, Espinoza, the quarterback for Chapman, had 333 passing yards going into the halftime break. As Binning takes the snap, Washington on the carry, picks up about a yard as he is tackled near midfield. They mark him at the 51-yard line. Or I beg your pardon, there is no such thing as a 51-yard line. The 49-yard line of Kingsman territory, second down and 8. And coming off the field is Osi. Zacharias Muhammad lined up near side. The safety coming into play one-on-one with Jack Bonicato. Under 9.5 to go in quarter number 3. Binning from the shotgun, the sophomore. Takes the snap. Binning, quick pass, near side. Pass hauled in by Trevino Lewis, and he is tackled at the 45-yard line. He made the catch at midfield. Picks up 6 yards. So it's going to be third down and 4 for the Loggers from the 46-yard line inside Cal Lutheran territory. Something very encouraging for the Kingsmen. Jackson White is on the field. So ball at the 46-yard line. Third down and 6. Under 8:40 to go here in quarter number 3. Binning under center. Motion man is Trevino Lewis. Here's a handoff to the right side, and the Kingsmen make the stop at the 46-yard line, right by the line of scrimmage. Sheehy Baker was in on it. Jackson White was in on it, and it's now fourth down. So it's 4th down and 5, and we'll see if the Loggers elect to punt. Henry Hernandez was the ball carrier, his first carry of the day. Well, Puget Sound, when they have 100% efficacy on 4th down, why not go for it? Under 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Binning with an empty backfield. Now Washington comes up with him right around midfield. Binning takes the snap, drops back, pocket collapsing, airs one out, pass is dropped. Intended target was Jack Bonacano, and the Kingsmen take over at the 45. And the biggest stance because that's the first time the Kingsmen have stopped the Loggers on 4th down. So the Kingsmen are ready to roll from the 45-yard line inside their own territory. That's how you play defense to open up a half. Lasher with Isaiah Martin in the backfield. Jaden Klein comes from right to left. He's lined up near side. Lasher takes the snap, drops back, airs one out over the middle of the field. Matsky makes the catch at the 40. At the 39, still trying to get brought down, and they eventually blow the whistle and rule the play dead. It's a 1st down for the Kingsmen, and they'll set up shop at the 39-yard line inside Puget Sound territory. Good to see Matsky get action. He has 1 reception coming into today with 2 games played, just 16 yards. Lasher with Isaiah Martin in the backfield, 3 receivers set. Lasher from the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin, who darts up the middle, plowing across the 35. And he is marked down at the 34-yard line. Nice solid pickup for Isaiah Martin. It's a pickup of 5, and the Kingsmen are going no huddle. 2nd down and 5 with under 7 to go. 6:48 on the clock with the clock running. 3 receivers set far side. Matsky, the lone receiver, set near side. Lasher takes the snap, looks for Matsky near side. He makes the catch inside the 30-yard line. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Kingsmen. Under 6.5 to go here in quarter number 3. It is going to be 1st down and 10 from the 27-yard line. Lasher looking over to his offense near side where the Cal Lutheran Kingsmen bench is. Martin in the backfield. Lasher takes the snap. Isaiah Martin on the carry, up the middle, bursting some tackles, gets to the left side, across the 25, and he gets near the 20 before he is wrestled out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Isaiah Martin is having himself a day. And an injured Logger. We have an injured player. It's going to be Lucas Valera, the outside linebacker. We'll step aside. Out of the timeout, the injury timeout, Kingsmen will have 2nd down and 4 from the 27-yard line. Lasher from the shotgun brings Johnny Borjas in motion from the far side. Lasher takes the snap, drops back looking for something, airs it out to the end zone. Jaden Klein can't make the catch because the pass is broken up. Alex Meadowcroft with an insane play to save a touchdown. Wow, he came out of nowhere, laying out like Superman, and it's now 3rd down and 4 with 5:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's the 2nd pass deflection for Meadowcroft today. And the first one came in the end zone. So it's 3rd down and 4 from the 27. Stanley Asiegbu back on the field for the Kingsmen. He lines up right next to the right tackle, Ryan Kircher. 2 receivers on the far side. Dallas Martin, the lone receiver on the left side, as Asiegbu joins him in motion. Lasher takes the snap, throws one right side, pass is caught. And that's inside the 15-yard line. Julio Angel on the reception. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Kingsmen. Under 5:45 to go in quarter number 3. And Kingsmen are taking their time in this drive. Boy, Nick Lasher is having a day. 10 for 14, 197 yards and 2 touchdowns. This game isn't necessarily the offensive frenzy that it was last week, where the game was separated by no more than 7 points. Lasher again from the shotgun. You will never see him line up under center. Motion man Jaden Klein from far side to near. Lasher takes the snap, drops back, pocket collapsing, steps up, he takes off and runs, breaks a tackle inside the 10, and he gets tackled at the 10-yard line. And once again, showing the speed. Max Arneckley on the tackle, under 5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the Kingsmen still on top, 21-19. It's a 1-yard pickup. Nice little rush attempt by Nick Lasher. Lasher has 8 passing touchdowns this year, 49 for 80 for 337 yards and 2 interceptions. Lasher with 4.5 to go in quarter number 3. Takes the snap, hands it off. Isaiah Martin up the middle, inside the 10. Isaiah Martin trying to break some tackles right around the 5-yard line. And he will indeed be marked right at the 5-yard line. And that's going to be enough yardage for some closer red zone territories. It's 3rd down and 2 for the Kingsmen with under 4.5 to go. The clock reads 4:06 running. 21-19 the score. So it's 3rd down and 3 for the Kingsmen. 3 receivers set. Lasher takes the snap. Rolling to his right, steps up, launching to the end zone. Pass is caught for the touchdown. Jawan Thomas. The first touchdown reception of the season for Jawan Thomas. It's now 27-19 pending the extra point. And you hear it right there. Nick Lasher having a great day offensively. Daniel Burgos trying to remain perfect for the PATs. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. It's now 28-19 with 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. See if I can get some candy. I'm seeing the 100 grands flying. So the Kingsmen have been very productive in the offensive end. 14 first downs for the Kingsmen, 9 passing and 3 rushing. They've had 2 first downs via penalties. And the Kingsmen are ready to kick from the right side of the field to the left side of the field. And that's the perfect scenario you want coming out of halftime. You make a defensive stance if you have to kick it off, and you score 6 immediately. I'm looking at the bench for the Kingsmen. The offensive line is getting a talk. They did their job that drive. That was an impressive drive. So Daniel Burgos gets ready to kick it off for the Kingsmen. 28-19 the score. Burgos kicks it off. Fielded at the 5-yard line by Bonicato, across the 10, by the 15, and he is swarmed by a bunch of Kingsmen. Tackled right inside the 15-yard line. We'll see they officially mark him. Be right around the 13. It'll be 1st down and 10 with 3:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. 28-19 the score.
Way to go, Nick!
And Nick Lasher with another impressive drive. So Mason Binning and the Loggers, they're going to try and get something here. They trail by 9. Binning takes the snap, drops back, and he is sacked. He is sacked by Pete Mitchell, the defensive end. It's the first sack of the day for the Kingsmen defense. And the clock continues to run as we approach 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Well, Mason Binning hasn't been hit that much today. We had a roughing the passer call that went in favor of Cal Lutheran just in the second quarter. Ball at the 8-yard line, second down and 15. Binning drops back, quick throw. Washington, far side, makes the catch across the 5, across the 10. Far sideline, still going to break some tackles. And he is out of bounds at the 15-yard line, 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Jelani Blade, who had his first interception last week. Approaching 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Fans starting to turn out here at William Rolland Stadium. Four receivers set for the Loggers. Binning takes the snap, drops back. Third down and long. Binning is hit, and he is sacked again. Jackson White. Welcome back, Mr. White. Jackson White, who suffered an ACL injury last year. Talked to him about how important it was for him to take his time to get back on the football field. And I was meeting with him on Thursday, and he said that he got the clear to go, and the fact that he's on the field contributing is very inspiring. Under 2.5 to go. And the Loggers are going to punt. They're pinned deep in their own zone. From their end zone, essentially, is where they're going to be punting from. The punt sailing to not even midfield as Cam Jones fields it at the 49, trying to reverse the field. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he is brought down. And the ball is stripped. The Loggers recover it. But the official is saying that Cam Jones was down. They're going to talk about it. They're saying Cam Jones was down before the ball popped free. I don't know. That looked like that might go to the Loggers. And we're going to see what they say. So the Kingsmen will keep it because he fielded the punt, moving backwards, and a penalty marker just flies out of nowhere, and it's going to be on Puget Sound as it was thrown by the far side official near the Puget Sound bench. And we'll see if they call this on indeed the Loggers bench with 1:23 to go here in the third quarter. So it's a sideline warning issued to Puget Sound. So the Kingsmen will maintain possession from the 45. A punt that was fielded at the 50 turned up being a loss for a couple of yards, but still great field position for the Kingsmen. Dante Coxum is the running back for CLU on this drive. 3 receivers set. Lasher takes the snap, drops back, airs one out, over the middle of the field, and the pass is caught. Kenneth Stewart inside the 35-yard line, marked at the 32. It's a first down for the Kingsmen from the 32-yard line of Puget Sound territory with 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining, clock running here in the third quarter. Wow, what a catch. Lasher with Coxum alone in the backfield. Shimamura and Kenneth Stewart lined up on the near side, the left side of the offense, under a minute to go. Lasher steps up, sends Klein in motion. Lasher takes the snap. Coxum up the middle, and he is met at the 31-yard line. He picks up 1 yard, and we'll see if the Kingsmen elect to run out the third quarter as they currently lead 28-19. What a catch there by Kenneth Stewart. So 16 seconds ago in the third quarter, 2nd down and 9. Lasher and company showing that they're perhaps going to run a play. 7 seconds, 6 to go, 5 still running, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Lasher gets the snap off, takes it, Coxham on the far side, and he goes nowhere. Coxham is met right at the line of scrimmage, and that takes us to the end of the third quarter where Cal Lutheran leads Puget Sound by a score of 28-19. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to CLU Football on ICLU Radio, your campus station. Back here at William Rolland Stadium, quarter number 4 ready to roll. 28-19 is the score. Cal Lutheran on top over the Loggers. Logan Soforenko with you on the CLU radio broadcast on ICLU Radio. Isaiah Martin back in the backfield. Lasher takes the snap, drops back from the 40, airs it out over the middle of the field. Not a good ball. It was intended for Tyson Lundring. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. So that's going to bring up 4th down and long. And you can hear it from the fans. They want a field goal to be kicked. Clock does stop at 14:57 on the incompletion. The Kingsmen are 1 for 3 on 4th down with 33% efficacy. As Lasher from the shotgun takes the snap, drops back from the 40. Pocket collapsing. Penalty marker flies. Lasher gets the ball off, and it is incomplete. Another penalty comes in from the far side, and a lot of laundry on the field, and we'll see what they call. Giving pressure was Ezekiel Sayavong. Sayavong gave the pressure on Lasher. We're waiting for the Mr. Whitecap to give us the explanation on what penalties are going to be called. As right now, it stands as an incomplete pass. So we'll see if these get offsetting penalties. We're about to find out. The officials really taking their time. There have been plenty of penalties today. This is the 9th penalty. So there it is. Like we said, it's going to be offsetting penalties, so the Kingsmen get more life. And, man, this Cal Lutheran offensive line has already been banged up enough this year. This is the first real game we've seen Nick Lasher get hit hard. And they get a 4th down chance again, and they elect to go for it. 28-19. 14:48 to go in quarter number 4. So it's 4th down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Puget Sound needs the stop. Lasher from the shotgun takes the snap, drops back from the 40. Lasher airs one out. Jaden Klein makes the catch at the 30. Jaden Klein lost the football, and it is recovered by the Loggers. Alex Meadowcroft fields it at the 23-yard line. Now here's a wonky situation. That's essentially a punt, if you will, because even if he was tackled, he would still have been short of the 1st down. But still not ideal as the Kingsmen turn the ball over, as the Loggers will take over at the 24-yard line of their own territory with 14:41 to go in quarter number 4. The Kingsmen only turnover on the season came in the 4th quarter of last week, where Jelani Blade picked off Nathaniel Espinoza. Binning takes the snap, hands it off. Washington at the 35-yard line in the far hash and tackled for a loss of 1. Washington, who has 132 yards today, they officially mark it as no gain with under 14.5 to go, the clock running. This quarter starting to roll. Game time currently at 1 hour and 58 minutes. Binning with 1 running back in the backfield, Washington, and 3 receivers set, Durenz, Lewis, and Bonicato. Binning takes the snap, pressure coming. Binning with the pocket collapsing, looking for something, rolling to his right, firing to the far sideline, and nobody was there, incomplete. He was out of the hash mark, so therefore no intentional grounding, and I said it basically the same time as the official did. 13:54 to go, 3rd down and long, and the Puget Sound Loggers are pinned deep in their own end. Well, Devin Gooseby, who's been making a couple of tackles today, entered today with just 1 game played with 1 tackle, and it was an assist. And the defense chants are pounding here at CLU at William Rolland Stadium. The sun is officially out, clouds blooming in, but there are some blue skies. Binning takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming, dumps one for Washington, and Washington can't make the catch as the ball is out of his reach. It's 4th down and 10, and the Loggers will send out the punting unit with 13:50 to go here in quarter number 4. As the Kingsmen, for the only time this season, will have an 11 a.m. start, but see sun on the field in the 4th quarter as the clouds are starting to part. Kingsmen looking for their first win of the 2022 season. Here's the snap, the punt. Back deep to receive is Coxum. Coxum elects to play it on a bounce, and it takes a Puget Sound bounce rolling right around the 37-yard line of Cal Lutheran's territory, and it officially dies at the 46. 13:36 to go in quarter number 4. We'll see if Cal Lutheran elects to take their time on this drive.
39-yard line. Kingsmen take over possession, 1st and 10. Ball their own 37-yard.
So 37-yard line is where the Kingsmen will set up shop, 1st down and 10 in their own end of the field. 3 receivers set for the Kingsmen: Julio Angel, Cam Jones, Johnny Borjas, with Isaiah Martin, the lone running back. Lasher takes the snap from Caden Blythe, hands it up to Isaiah Martin, who darts up the middle and picks up a couple of yards. See if they give him 2 or 1. They're going to give him 1 yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. So 2nd down, Lasher looks over to his sideline on 2nd down and long. Stanley Asiegbu on the tight end, who lines up next to the right tackle, Ryan Kircher. Lasher takes the snap, hands it off. Martin up the middle. Martin past the 40, past the 45, right around midfield. He's tackled at the 47-yard line inside Puget Sound territory for another CLU 1st down. Isaiah Martin before that touch had 139 rushing yards. Lasher and the Kingsmen working fast as they look over to Hector Gonzalez and Rick Roberts, the backup QBs with the headsets on the CLU sideline. Lasher takes the snap, hand off to Martin. Martin up the right side, and he is tackled right for about a 1-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 with under 12.5 to go, and another injured player. This time it is Ezekiel Sayavong. We'll step aside. You're listening to CLU Football on ICLU Radio, your campus station.
from the 47.
Back here at William Rolland Stadium, the injured player on the field was Quinn Williamson, the defensive tackle. So it's 2nd down and 9 for the Kingsmen from the 47-yard line. Lasher takes the snap. He drops back. Pressure coming. Lasher's got to get rid of it. He airs it out, and it is incomplete. Isaiah Martin was the intended receiver. 12 minutes, 13 seconds ago, 3rd down and 9. The pressure came from Ezekiel Sayavong. So it's 3rd down and long. The Kingsmen on 3rd down today are 3 of 7 with a 43% efficacy rate. Kingsmen have been going for it on 4th down. They're just 1 for 4. This would feel like a big conversion here if they're able to get this 1st down. 3 receivers set. Lasher drops back, taking the snap. Lasher steps up, breaks a tackle, runs into his own offensive lineman. Caden Blythe sends him over as Nick Lasher picks up a 1st down at the 32-yard line. What a play there from Nick Lasher, but what a play from Caden Blythe. Caden Blythe kept that play alive for the Kingsmen, so it's 1st down and 10 from the 34-yard line as Caden Blythe and Nick Lasher picked up that 1st down as the tandem. Under 11:50 to go here in the 4th quarter. Isaiah Martin, the lone running back. Stanley Asiegbu back on. The tight end lines up behind Ryan Kircher. Lasher takes the snap, handoff to Martin. Martin up the middle, and he is tackled at the 27-yard line. Tackle is made by Chris Shekels. So it's going to be 2nd down and pickup. Well, that's just what happens when you're roommates, right? Camden Blythe and Nick Lasher, roommates here at CLU. Under 11:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. The Kingsmen are threatening again. Lasher takes the snap, fakes it to Martin. Lasher airing it out for the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Cam Jones. The pass is incomplete because he dropped it in the back of the end zone. And he is shaken up a little bit. Oh, man. And Cam Jones is down. We'll step aside. So it's an incompletion. They say Cam Jones did not complete the pass. He held it for a couple of seconds, but did not survive the ground, if you will. So it's 3rd down and short. Lasher from the shotgun sends Jaden Klein in motion from the near side of the far. Lasher takes the snap, drops back, airs one out. Making the catch is Connor Matzke. Matzke inside the 20, still going, right around the 16-yard line. It's another CLU 1st down with under 11 to go in the 4th quarter. Boy, Alex Meadowcroft has been everywhere for Puget Sound. Last year, Meadowcroft played in 7 games, 11 solo tackles, 1 interceptions, 4 pass deflections, 1 pass deflection in 2020. Played in 4 games in 2020 and had 20 tackles. Kid knows what he's doing. The cornerback from Harl's right as Lasher from the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin up the middle, inside the 15, inside the 10, tackled at the 8-yard line. And Isaiah Martin continues to have a fine day. 10:20 to go here in quarter number 4. And like we said, how important it was for the Kingsmen to take their time on this drive. They're doing just that. Second down and 2 from the 17-yard, I beg your pardon, inside the 10, right at the 10-yard line. Under 9 to go, 9:50 on the clock. Lasher with Martin in the backfield. Isaiah Martin, that is. He takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin up the middle, inside the 5. Isaiah Martin breaking some tackles, and he is in for the touchdown. Isaiah Martin with another touchdown. It's now 34-19, pending the extra point. How about this day that the running backs are having just in general? As Daniel Burgos will line up to kick the extra point with 9:39 to go. What a drive from the Kingsmen. That might have been the most impressive drive of the day. The snap, the hold, the kick. Burgos is still perfect at William Rolland Stadium. 9 minutes, 39 seconds remaining, 35-19 the score. And we'll see, I'll update all the viewers if I'm able to get some candy. Not getting it this time. It's always fun sitting to our right are the families of the center, Caden Blythe, and family member of Nick Lasher. And Nick Lasher's parents runs right up and say, wow, what a play that was. And we have still not received any candy since the very first play of the day, as the CLU Kingsmen are ready to kick it off. Daniel Burgos, as we mentioned, who remains perfect from inside kicking the extra points, will kick it off again. After what we thought was a touchdown from Cam Jones, turns into a touchdown for Isaiah Martin. Burgos looking to his left side and his right side. Burgos winds up and delivers the kick, sailing inside the 5, and that's going to bounce in the end zone. Trevino Lewis elects for the touchback. 9:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Cal Lutheran by 16. And this has been a very fun game for CLU. It got a little close there in the second quarter, but the Kingsmen have been piling it on. The separation has been absolutely insane. Nick Lasher, 254 passing yards today. So now here is Binning for Puget Sound. 3 receivers set. He takes the snap, drops back. Binning. There's a pass. It is caught right around the 40-yard line. Isaiah Jorenz, and he is marked at the 38. And Puget Sound, you figure they're going to move fast. First down and 10 for Puget Sound. 9.5 to go in the fourth quarter. And Dalen Wilson is limping off the field. Rafael Navarro comes off as well. And sprinting off the field is Osi. Both squads with all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Binning trying to get the snap from Sean Miller, his center. Handoff. Washington trying to go somewhere, and he picks up a couple. He is tackled at the 40-yard line from the 37, therefore a gain of 3 yards, under 9 to go in the fourth quarter. Have to get ready for the timeout game because it's coming very soon. 8:45 to go. Binning takes the snap. Pressure coming. Pocket collapsing. Binning steps up, takes off across the 45 and the far sideline. Stiff arms a man, and he is marked out of bounds at the 47-yard line, still in Puget Sound territory. But Binning picks up the first down. Gabe Hernandez, the captain, picks up the tackle. So it's first down and 10 from the 47, still in Puget Sound territory. 8:25 to go. Lining up near side is Jack Bonicato. Binning takes the snap. He looks for Bonicato and has him past midfield. Big tackle at the 48 in Kalu territory. Gabe Hernandez on the tackle. 8:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kingsmen by 16 over Puget Sound. Isaiah Jorenz trying to get on the same page with Binning. Mason Binning takes the snap, drops back, airs it out, deep pass, pass is intercepted. It's picked off by John Lopez. It was a dangerous pass from the beginning, and Lopez picks it off, and for the second time this season, after an interception, the Kingsmen have a penalty. And it's unsportsmanlike conduct on CLU. John Lopez made the interception. John Lopez, it's his first career interception at CLU. And that's incredible. For the second time on the 2 interceptions the Cal Kingsmen have had this year, they've been called for unsportsmanlike penalties. So the Kingsmen are pinned way back deep in their own end of the field at the 15-yard line with 7:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Isaiah Martin in the backfield behind Nick Lasher with a 16-point lead as Asiegbu comes in motion. Lasher takes the snap, loses the football, and it is recovered by Puget Sound inside the 15. My goodness. After Lopez picks it off, gets flagged for the celebration, the Kingsmen are pinned inside the 15, and there's a turnover. Boy, this sport. So now the Loggers are inside the red zone. Mason Binning back on the field after throwing a pick. He takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming. Justice Forbes giving him chase. Mason Binning across the 10, and he is inside the 10, marked out of bounds right around the 8-yard line with 7:45 to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 16-point game. So second down and 4, or second down and 5, I should say. 7.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Mason Binning takes the snap, hand off to Washington. Washington breaks a tackle, reverses the field, trying to get to the outside, and he is tackled at the 10-yard line by Pete Mitchell. So it's third down now, and this is another big thing. I know that you're right by the end zone if you're Puget Sound, but when you're down by 16, if you're able to keep them out of the end zone here, even with fourth down, that's a win, because they're not going to kick a field goal. 7:05 to go with the clock running in the fourth quarter. Binning takes the snap, drops back, looks for a pass, far side, pass is complete, right around near the first down marker at the 8-yard line. Joe Gallagher was on the catch. Deshaun Charles, the outside linebacker, made the tackle, so it's fourth down and 4 with 8:45 to go, clock running. Now this is the biggest defensive play of the game for CLU. 8:35 to go, fourth down and 4. 3 receivers set near side. Binning takes the snap, drops back. Binning firing to the end zone. Pass is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Had to wait a couple of seconds to see if there was going to be a penalty, because you never know with the way this game has gone today. As the officials take a timeout, and there's a injured player on the field. It's Trevino Lewis, as he's able to walk off on his own power. So we'll step aside. So out of the injury timeout, the Kingsmen will set up shop from their own 7-yard line. 8:19 to go. Lasher takes the snap. Hands it off to Isaiah Martin, who darts up the middle past the 10-yard line at the 13. It'll be second down with the fourth quarter clock winding down. Sayavong, the defensive end for the Sounders, the Loggers I should say, was there on the stop. Under 6 to go. 5:55 with the clock running. .542 to go. The Kingsmen in no rush by any means. Now 5.5. Lasher with only 2 receivers set and Isaiah Martin, the lone running back, on 2nd down and 5. He takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin, who bulldozes his way up the middle, but he is met at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd down and 5. $5:10 to go, and another big stop for the Loggers here if they're able to get it. But if Cal Lutheran gets a 1st down, it's getting dangerous through Puget Sound. Under 5 to go. Three receivers set. Matsuki Shimomura and a receiver on the far side, Kenneth Stewart. Lasher takes the snap, steps up, pocket collapsing. He takes off at the 15, and that's where he'll go down. Lasher not afraid to keep it, and the clock is going to continue to wind right around the 4:33 mark with the clock running. CLU will punt. I talked about Chapman not punting last week. This is the first time that the Kingsmen have punt today, and it comes at the 4:25 mark in the 4th quarter. Back deep to receive it for the Loggers is Jason Barber. 4:08 to go, clock still running. Burgos the punt. Burgos the snap, the punt. Burgos' punt sails to the 45-yard line of Puget Sound territory as he breaks a tackle, and he's dancing across midfield past the 45, and that's where he is tackled. The kickoff return man, Jason Barber. So it'll be 1st down and 10 with 3:53 to go in the 4th quarter. Osiaio on the tackle at the 45. That's where the Loggers, I keep saying the Sounders, that's the football team, not this football team, up in the state of Washington. So it's 1st down and 10 from the 45, and Osialu limping off the field. So now here is Mason Binning from the 45-yard line. Takes the snap, empty backfield, drops back. Binning over the middle of the field, pass is complete inside the 35-yard line, hauled in by Joe Gallagher. 3:45 to go. Mason Binning trying to add on to his totals. Mason Binning 16 of 28 today with 132 yards. The refs officially down the ball. Binning takes the snap, airs one out to the right side, and the pass is complete to Trevino Lewis on the far sideline. Right at the 25-yard line, under 3.5 to go. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd down and short. 2nd down and 3 officially. Binning takes the snap, drops back. Binning, pocket collapsing. Binning rolling to his right. Binning breaks a tackle right around the 30 and inside the 20. That's where he is for the 1st down. And perhaps Justice Forbes was held there. Sheehy Baker on the tackle, the defensive end. Clock still running, 3:05 to go. 1st down and 10 from the 19 for Puget Sound. Sprinting off the field is Sheehy Baker. Binning takes the snap. Pocket collapsing. Binning goes down and he is sacked. Looked like there was some no contact there, but Devin Gooseby applied the pressure along with Justice Forbes and Rafael Navarro. So 2:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Puget Sound electing to not take a timeout. They have 3 left. Binning takes the snap on 2nd and long. Binning escapes a sack again, right by the 30. Pass is complete to Joe Gallagher. Gallagher breaks some tackles inside the 5, still going. Joe Gallagher inside the 3. He's marked down at the 2-yard line with under 2.5 to go. And it's a 1st down for Puget Sound. Sprinting onto the field is Jacob Morello for the Kingsmen, so it's 1st down and goal from the 2-yard line for Puget Sound. 2:15 to go, clock running. Silas Washington in the backfield for the Sounders, the Loggers I should say, and a timeout taken by Cal Lutheran with 2:09 to go. We'll step aside. First down and goal out of the timeout for the Puget Sound Loggers. Logan Soforenko with you on the ICLU radio broadcast. Exciting finish. Puget Sound wants it to be. Binning takes the snap. Washington breaks the tackle, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. And another injured player for the Loggers. It's now 35-25, to 25, I should say. And another injured player. So he penned the extra point. And it's an injury timeout. We'll step aside. Well, the Loggers have to go for two, trailing by 10. Binning sends his men in motion. Binning with three receivers set on the far side. Motion man is Trevino Lewis. Binning takes the snap, drops back, fires for Lewis. Lewis makes the catch. He's in the end zone for the two. It's a one-score game again. So it's 35-27, and that makes this kickoff just that much more important. 35-27 with 2:05 to go. So 2:05 remaining with 35-27 the score. Wonder if Puget Sound will elect to onside kick it. We'll see we'll break it down and see what exact formation they elect to do. Dante Coxum is the kick return man. He's lining up as if this is going to be a real kickoff. Puget Sound does have 3 timeouts, so they could still play solid defense, as the kickoff will be from the 35-yard line. And the way the body language is for the Loggers, it looks like they are, in fact, thinking about onside kicking it. Coxum deep for the Kingsmen. He's right around the 20. And Puget Sound will indeed line up for an onside kick. Arms up in the air, signaling to both sides. The line, the delivery. Here's the onside kick. Bouncing around midfield, and it goes out of bounds. Penalty marker on the play, kick out of bounds. And the Kingsmen, wisely so, let that kick go out of bounds with 2:05 to go. And the thing is now, Puget Sound does have 3 timeouts left. So from where the ball was marked out of bounds, it'll be a 5-yard penalty for a kick out of bounds. Now in on the offensive line, taking some snaps, is Tanner Bradley. Bradley in at center. Lasher. And the Loggers nearly jumped off sides. It was Nick Derrick. He was able to hold himself. Lasher takes the snap, handoff to Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin up the middle, breaks a tackle inside Puget Sound territory. Tackled at the 43-yard line. And stopped right at 2 minutes for a Puget Sound timeout. We'll step aside. Second and 5 for the Kingsmen out of the timeout at the 43-yard line. And they want to ice this game. Puget Sound with 2 timeouts left. Lasher with Isaiah Martin in the backfield. Puget Sound made this interesting with getting the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Lasher with 3 receivers set, takes the snap. Isaiah Martin on the carry. Isaiah Martin darting his way to the 41-yard line, where he'll be tackled for a couple of yards back. He officially gets 1 yard on the initial carry. It'll be 2nd down and 3, and there's another timeout for Puget Sound, and you can figure they're going to call them on back-to-back plays. We'll step aside. All right, here we go. Minute 54 to go. Puget Sound with 1 timeout left. It is 4th down and 4 from the 42-yard line. Lasher from the shotgun. Seeing if he lines up under center here. He bluffed it for a minute. Now steps back into the shotgun. Lasher takes the snap, fakes it to Martin, rolls to his left. Nick Lasher takes off himself, and Nick Lasher is going to slide at the 30 and perhaps ice this game. It's a 1st down for the Kingsmen at the 31-yard line, and Puget Sound will take their last timeout, and the Kingsmen can just run the clock out after this. We'll step aside. So 1st down and 10 for the Kingsmen. They're at the 31-yard line, and Nick Lasher is lined up in the shotgun. He doesn't want to take a knee just yet. Puget Sound has no timeouts left. Isaiah Martin alone in the backfield. Lasher from the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Martin, who goes up the middle, and he gets a nice little gain after contact where he is marked down at the 27-yard line, and the clock will just continue to run. Yeah, why take a knee when you can run a couple of plays? Isaiah Martin today has 2 touchdowns with 178 rushing yards. He averages 7 yards a carry today. Last week he averaged around 2. Also helps when Isaiah Martin had a 75-yard house call today. 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. Lasher from the shotgun. Martin back there again. Lasher takes the snap. Martin sees a hole inside the 20, and he picks up another 1st down as the Kingsmen are at the 19-yard line. And with that officially being the 1st down, you wonder if the Kingsmen elect to take a knee here, but man, what a game it was. It got a little close in the 2nd quarter and a little close right here, and the way that the Kingsmen huddle is celebrating, it looks like they're going to take a knee on this one, as Lasher rarely does. He's under center. Lasher under center, takes the snap, takes the knee, 30 seconds to go, and Cal Lutheran will let this clock wind down to hit the 0 mark as the Kingsmen pick up their 1st win of the 2022 season. What a day it was. Nick Lasher 15 for 22 with 254 yards and 3 touchdowns. 5 seconds officially. 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Final score, CLU 35, Puget Sound 27. What a game it was. Isaiah Martin, a 75-yard rushing touchdown. Tyler Shimamura had a fantastic receiving touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance today.
We appreciate everybody for tuning in on the ICLU radio broadcasts. On behalf of all of our crew, Liv Charbonneau, our graphics director, I'm Logan Soforenko, signing off. We'll see you on October 8th for the next home game. Have a great day.